Hello, welcome to the webinar, Website 101, Creating Your Farm Website. My name is Brian Pearson. I'm the Director of Production and Interactive Media here at Miranda Creative. I've been with Miranda Creative for 8 years. We produce numerous websites for different clients in different categories of business. But today, we're going to talk about basic websites, website hosting, website solutions for uh, e-commerce and other areas that will help you out with your basic website for your farm. Okay, so let's jump in. So we're going to first introduce website building with hosting. Website hosting is like renting space on the internet where you can store your files and data. Most of all, you could start with starter templates from these solutions, so you're not starting from scratch. These hosting services, they vary and offer different solutions and services. A lot of them offer uptime reliability, security support, redundancy and website backups, and risk management for your site. A lot of these things are all incorporated in the web hosting service. So what does all this mean? Just like you take care of your farm, hosting takes care of their services and everything to do with the technical aspects of hosting your website and making it accessible to your visitors and clients or customers. All right. So there are three basic parts to having a website online. Let's start off with the first thing, your website. Your website is like a barn where all your content, tools, services are stored. The hosting service is like the land. It provides space for your website to exist and provides a location for visitors or patrons to visit your website. The domain. The domain name is like a signpost for your farm. It directs visitors to the website or the property, the land, the barn. So again, just in summary, your farm is very similar to hosting a website if we relate the different items on a farm to different pieces in the hosting environment, website environments. So one, the barn is where you store all your files and content. That is your website. The hosting service is the land that the barn sits on, your website sits on. The domain name is the signpost that directs visitors to your barn, to your land, to the hosting environment. So hopefully that kind of clears things up a little bit and helps you understand the different services, the different pieces that involve website hosting. So now we're going to go over we're going to go over three different types of hosting services. The first one is WordPress. WordPress is a popular free hosting platform. WordPress.com offers a good amount of space for your files and content. And for $4 a month, you can upgrade the service to have that domain name connected to your website. And additionally, for that $4 service, you get an upgraded hosting plan that serves the pages quicker than their free plan. So this is a good place to start if you don't have a website currently, you don't have a domain name currently, and you just need a very basic website to get you listed on the internet for your farm. It's the very first step into website and website hosting. Next, Wix. Wix offers basically the same that WordPress.com offers, but it's a little bit higher tier of service. It's still very affordable to other hosting options, and everything is self-contained. So for $16 a month, varies, it could be a little bit more depending on what services you sign up for, but the basic $16 a month service provides you with all the basic necessities to run a website. It has a drag and drop platform that we'll talk about later, where you can host your pages, videos, photo galleries, information to help your visitors locate you and find your services through your website. What's nice about Wix, there are options where you can invite outside support with web developers and other contractors to help you with your website. It's a very popular platform. Your contractors will have to be versed in the Wix platform to support you, but most web developers and content providers and creators have worked with the Wix platform because they're very popular for the service that they offer at a very good cost. Okay, next, we're going to go into WP Engine. WP Engine is kind of like the top tier of web hosting, specifically web hosting for WordPress sites. WordPress sites make up a large number of websites on the internet. It gained in popularity because it's open source, very easy to edit and host and deploy websites and web pages. This service is a top tier service. So they offer virtual private servers, which basically is your own piece of land, if you will, and no one else, you don't share it with anyone else. So you don't have to share resources of that server. So it's dedicated to your website. Other things that they are good for is security, performance, and if you're very popular on the internet, they can scale up the services so your web page gets served to all those new customers and eyeballs, if you will, seeing the website. So this is a top tier service. You can host a WordPress site on this service. There are other partners that have dedicated hosting, cloud hosting and hosting for non-WordPress sites, but this is the basic top tier option for WordPress. So that's WP Engine. Next is Shopify. Shopify offers a fully hosted e-commerce solution, meaning that all stores, all the websites on Shopify are on their server environment, their ecosystem. This approach simplifies setup and management of an online store. So everything's an all-in-one solution. This service goes for about $40 a month, and it could go upwards to 100 or more, depending on what services you sign up for with Shopify. Um, the basic services, you get an online store, unlimited bandwidth, which is great, free SSL certificates. So that means your shopping cart pages are secure with the padlock in your browser. You can attach domain names to it, and I believe they give you a free domain name when you sign up. Um, the service is scalable as well. So as you grow or your clients grow, the platform grows with you. Uh, and security is all inclusive within the platform. So they take care of that as well, which is a bonus. So that is Shopify. All right. So now that we've selected a service or hosting provider, or the ones we discuss are all-in-one packages, now it's time to create your website. To do that, we use a backend editor. What is a backend editor? There are two sides to a website. You have the front end or front side, which is the public facing view of the website. And then you have the back end, is where you log into the website, you can make your changes, see data, collect data. If you're looking for analytics, you could see those types of things in the back end. So it's a web-based tool. So you use your browser for all these solutions. You can edit and manage web pages through the code that runs on the back end of the website. That is the basic definition of a backend editor. The way WordPress.com works, it's a web-based tool that allows you to create and edit your content right within your browser and right from your WordPress account. So you can edit pages, posts, the site structure, which is the menu of your website. This is done by the block editor, which is a very powerful but not overwhelming backend page builder tool. So it's really easy, and it simplifies the process of building web pages and posts with a drag and drop editor made out of building blocks. Another key feature of WordPress are embeds. Embeds are where you can put in little snippets of code that you just copy and paste in from other websites or other solutions or partners that you might already be partnered with. You take those embed codes, put them within WordPress, and it displays on the front side of the website. So embeds can be, for example, videos. So you might have an instructional video outside of YouTube. You have an embed script. You could share partner's video or sponsor video on your website and feed it directly into your page. Another key feature of WordPress is reusable blocks. Reusable blocks are very powerful, where you have the same block of content or image on multiple pages. So once you have this block established, you make an edit on one of them, all of them change throughout the site. So you could see how this could be very beneficial. If you had a small, block of copy or content, say like, your hours of your farm, that's, located on a lot of your pages. For some reason, you have to extend or shorten the hours. You could do that in one area and it'll change throughout the site. So you can see how that could be very powerful and efficient for you to edit and control your web presence without taking over your whole day or some other, you're putting something else off to take care of the website. Very easy to update. So WordPress is a good solution for easy updates. This is a little screenshot of the backend editor of WordPress. So if you're familiar with word processing software, you'll see this outline format over here. This kind of outlines the page. So right now we have this highlighted, which is this few blocks here. So as you can see, it's made up of blocks. You have an image. We have the image here. If you wanted to replace it, you click on this, you'd get a menu similar to this here. Replace the image, find an image within your system, upload it, it'll display here. You have call to action buttons. A spacer is just like a design element. You have a paragraph. You could go right in, click on that. You'll get this little editor, can change what you see on the site here. And this is your headline. So right here is a different size text. You can see how that works. Very intuitive, not overwhelming. The interface is very minimalistic, easy for the first time users. And like I said, it's easy to jump in and jump out and get what you need to get done and get on with your day. All right. So the next thing is Wix. All these backend editors all work through your browser. You log in, you can edit the pages, blog, site menu. So that's the structure of the website. The key features to Wix is a powerful drag and drop editor. This is very intuitive. You can see the page layout. You could move items, on the page if you wanted a little more space on one side. You want your eyes to follow a certain path. You can, manage and move and manipulate your content and, the way the page flows is precise as you want to get with this drag and drop editor. Within Wix, you have various amounts of templates to choose from, free and paid. So this is a good, WordPress does that as well, but Wix has a lot of templates, so you could kind of see what you envision and start from that and then morph it into what you want. That way you can get up and run quickly. Their system is good. Their pages load quickly, good performance. And they do have blog areas, which you could connect into your site. And it's a good starting point for e-commerce. If you have some products that you want to sell, Wix would be a good solution to sell those products from, more so than WordPress. So this is the page builder backend view of Wix. So as you can see, you can get into the nitty gritty of designing, from button styles. Once you choose a template, they have certain styles to choose from. And then you have all these elements, which are kind of like the building blocks in WordPress. As you can see, you have galleries, images, videos, you can do lists. You can also embed codes within Wix. So this is a good solution as well. Their editor is a little more detailed, but it's organized well. So everything's labeled well. Support is good for the system. So this is also a good start if you want to create a website within Wix, and it's a good start for e-commerce. So that is Wix. Last, we're going to talk about Shopify. Shopify's backend is similar to Wix, but this is strictly focused on e-commerce. So you'll have themes to pick from, just like the other two. Templates are referenced with the other two, but themes are the look and feel design of the website. Templates as well. You have apps that you could connect to Shopify, which is a really good feature. Another feature is security. I think we touched on this earlier. Everything is on one system, so it's very secure. You have one thing to manage. So Shopify handles all of that. Personalization. The platform provides tools for customizing your online store. You have every option you could think of, and you can also hire web developers to go in and create custom code if need be. Their system is fast. Their pages load well and quickly, and their solutions are good for multiple device sizes, so it'll work well on desktop, mobile, and tablet. So Shopify's backend editor, we'll take a look. Like I said, it's a little bit similar to Wix. So you kind of have things organized in categories here. And if this is, just strictly for e-commerce, you'll have a lot of things for customers. So you can keep a customer base, database within the system. Um, have discounts, marketing tools. You could track orders, and then of course your products. Yeah, Shopify's backend is very intuitive, easy drag and drop, but it's a little more of intermediate to advanced of these page builders or website solutions, just because you have the front end of your online store or website. You have products and categorization of products on the front end and back end of the website for invoicing and inventory on the back end. And then you have the customer relations. So this is more of a whole business e-commerce solution. So it's a few pieces that you have to manage to maintain your website, but once you get it up and running, it's a great solution for e-commerce. And the backend's very intuitive, easy to manage. All right, website plugins. Plugins enhance your site. So what do? They enhance your site by adding functionality to your website. So there are different things you could do. One thing is streamline user interaction. So you can implement plugins for like lead capture forms. A lot of capture forms are for newsletters, so online newsletters. So you have MailChimp and Constant Contact. You can gather email addresses from your visitors to have them sign up for a monthly or annual newsletter. Plugins can optimize performance of your website. So uh, they can reduce file sizes of images to make your page loads quicker and faster. You can add security to uh, your website with plugins. So say if you wanted a login for certain areas of your site, that would be a plugin that adds functionality to your site. You can also customize functionality with plugins. So kind of like tools that track analytics, SEO tools that analyze your page content, and you can leverage keywords to see how they rank within search engines and things like that. So those are functionality tools that you can add to meet specific needs of your website. A lot of these plugins are free for these hosting and website services. So for like WordPress, there's a lot of free plugins. Same thing for Wix, a lot of free plugins that are already included or easily installable. Shopify also comes with a bunch of included add-ons and enhancements. But what you'll find is most of them are free to start. And then once you add functionality, monthly reporting, you know, automated email responses, things like those types of features, they'll be for a charge for those. You'll have to upgrade to like a paid uh, solution. And it's through the plugin, so it's easily uh, upgradable. So you can upgrade at any point, downgrade if you find that those features aren't useful. You uninstall the plugin, and you still have your base website, and then you can, add or remove features as needed. So those features do cost, and there's different pricing models. Some are just a one-time fee, some are monthly fees, and then some might be per use. So say if it's like an ad plugin and it serves ads, paid ads, it might only charge you for a certain amount of ads that display. So there's varied pricing models for these additions. So you'll have to review those carefully before you add them onto your website. Okay, so we'll go into a couple examples of popular plugins or enhancements for each solution. So for WordPress, we have Jetpack. Jetpack offers a suite of tools that help you design, secure, and grow your website. Includes features as backups, stats and data recordings. It'll be a little bit different and a little more user-friendly, and a dashboard that's easily viewable for stats, like how many page visits, what are your most popular pages, things like that. So that's a very popular and useful enhancement to a WordPress site. The next one is Yoast SEO. This helps you optimize your website for search engines. It analyzes your website's content and helps you determine and solidify your titles, your meta descriptions, as well as figure out what keywords people might be searching for when they hit your website, or search engines looking for things that you offer. That way you show up in those search results. So those are two plugins for WordPress that are very popular and useful, but there is thousands of plugins. Some are very good, and then some are very bad. So you just have to take your time, review, read the how many installs is a good way to know how good a plugin is. So if it's popular and gets good reviews and has like, 10,000 installations or more, I think that would be a good solution for an enhancement, and you could give it a shot and, mold it into what you need that plugin or enhancement to do for your website. All right, we'll go to the next one, Wix. Wix has plugins or apps that you could connect to um, your website. One that comes with Wix is Forms. So Forms allows you to create, uh, drag and drop features for collecting the information from your users. So it's very easy. You could drag and drop different fields, name, address, phone number, if that's what you want to collect from your users. They fill out a form, sends an email to you, notification. So that's an enhancement for a Wix website. They also have bookings. Bookings could enable you to schedule appointments or classes from the website. You can also do online payments and things like that for upgraded enhancements. Those might be more of a paid feature, but that's the type of enhancements you get with Wix. And there's numerous amounts of enhancements for Wix as well. Um, their system is a little different than WordPress, so there might not be as many as enhancements because it's not open source. It's a closed environment, but their enhancements for Wix sites, there's plenty for all your website's needs. Um, so there's many options for you. All right. And finally, Shopify. Shopify is also a closed system. They have a lot of developers that make custom enhancements for Shopify sites. They have a lot very unique names. So Oberlo is one. This is one that you can import products from other stores, AliExpress, um, other online options. So if you are part of a group that sells, produce or, farm products, um, you can share, you know, uh, postings or products, with this plugin. Yotpo helps you collect reviews from your visitors, which is very good for e-commerce sites. People like to read reviews, and if other people bought, your products and leave a good review or an honest review of the product, a lot of shoppers find that helpful. So that's another enhancement that's available within the Shopify system. Just an example of what is available, and just like the other systems, there's various solutions to choose from and add on to your site. All right, page builders. You'll hear this term in website creation tools. All of these solutions that we've discussed today are page builders. Basically, it uses your web browser to edit, a website and its code without using its code. So page builders are powerful tools that enable users to create and customize web pages without the need for extensive coding knowledge. They're typical user friendly with drag and drop functionality, and we'll go through a little bit more in the functionality of them. But in those screenshots of the back end, that's basically the page builder. You'll what you see is what you get. So if you drag and drop things, that is the result once you publish it. If you change it within the what you see, what you get editor, that's what will display on the website. So page builders come in different formats. WordPress uses the block editor. It's very flexible and it's very unintimidating out of all the page builders uh, that we're discussing. The block editors simplify web creation with pre-built blocks for various elements like text, images, videos, and more. You can simply drag and drop these blocks and build and customize your page. That is true for all of these solutions. It's a drag and drop. They'll give you a list of blocks or options. You can pick them, drag them onto the page, manipulate it, publish the page, and that's what's viewable on the front end of the website. It's very flexible. The block editors offer a wide variety of design and options to choose from. You can mix and match, duplicate, clone, remove items from certain template pages. Very modular and flexible. Let's see, streamline workflow. A lot of hosting plans use or host WordPress websites, which use the block editor, which is you know, easy to deploy. You can move websites from different hosting providers if you had to. If you weren't happy with one, you can move them off. And what's nice about the block editor, it's real time. You don't have to wait and push your changes. You just hit save, preview, and it's published. Real time, instant instant editing. So that's really nice about WordPress in their block editor. All right. Wix is very similar, as you remember in the screenshot. Very user-friendly, drag and drop, very customizable. There's a lot of different options, template designs to choose from, just like WordPress. Mobile friendly is handled by Wix as well. Same as WordPress. WordPress you might have to tweak things for the different screen sizes. Wix, same thing, but they address a lot of the different screen sizes for you. And what is nice about Wix, SEO is built into the system, so you don't have to worry about installing a plugin or enhancement to handle that. It's already in there, so it's available to you. So it's a good one-stop solution. Shopify for e-commerce, specifically for e-commerce. Drag and drop, same as other solutions. Very easy to use. What's nice about Shopify, you could scale up, scale down as your business grows. They handle all the different screen sizes, just like the other solutions. What's very nice about Shopify is security is handled by them with their online store and their hosting and server environment. One thing to know is when you sell on Shopify, they do take a percentage for using all those services and features that they offer. So you have to look into that and see if it's worth it for you versus coming up with a custom shopping cart solution. All right. With all these hosting and website building solutions, you can purchase and manage your domains within the system if you want. we're going to go through one example. I'm going to use Wix as an example, but all the solutions, WordPress, Wix, Shopify, can handle domain management, and you can connect domains to these services, which gives your website one of those signs. So it could be 123farm.com. Simple as that. That is your domain. Domains renew every year or within a block of time, so it has to be managed. So we'll go in and see an example of this. So going back to our farm diagram, the domain is a sign that points people to your website or business. So imagine if your farm was identified by a long string of numbers instead of a proper name. That wouldn't be ideal to let someone know, hey, go to abcdefg123.com, and that's my website. It's much easier to go to 123farm.com, for example. So by securing a memorable domain name, you can effectively brand your farm and create a distinct online presence that resonates with your audience and potential customers. So it's a direct line to you and your products, or your farm and your products. All right. So for this example, Wix, you could connect that domain name to your website. So basically, you go into the settings. You could buy a domain if you don't have one. I believe they give you a free year or so if you purchase one through them. You can assign it to your website, and then once you manage it, if you wanted to have email connected under that domain, you would sign up for, say, like an email service, either Gmail or Office 365. And then you can, get John Smith at 123farm.com versus having John Smith at yahoo.com. And you're the contact, or John Smith is the contact for that farm. It doesn't match the domain name. You might lose a visitor or a customer that way. So managing your domain through these services are very easy throughout all of them. You don't have to. So say you already have a domain name and you want to start using one of these all-in-one solutions that we discussed tonight, you can manage and connect domains from other services like GoDaddy, Cloudflare, Namecheap, Network Solutions are some examples. And you would connect it through this area. So you would go through your settings, find the area that has domains. All of the solutions I discussed have this area. And then you can see you'll have like a menu where you can manage your domain. This is domains expire. You could buy either a year block or multi-year block. So when you manage your domain, you have to pay attention and keep a track of when it expires, because a lot of times when sites go down, this expires, in that handshake or that connection from those numbers to the domain name, that breaks, and then your website is unavailable to the internet. So it's very important to keep an eye on your domain name. And that's why these solutions are great for small farms and small businesses, uh, just because everything's all in one bucket, if you will. Going back to, this diagram, if everything is in one bucket, your domain name, the land, the barn is all under one payment or one silo, umbrella, it just makes it easier for you to maintain and keep track of, because these areas, if they were managed separately, it could be a little more of a bookkeeping hassle to, who are you paying for the website, platform. Say if it was a custom, you would have to pay your website platform, either a custom website, hosting. This land, usually is a monthly payment that goes gets paid out. And then your domain name is either yearly or multi-year. So once a year you pay that fee. So there are three things to manage here. All right. So that does it for our webinar. Thank you very much for attending and viewing our online webinar. I would like to express my gratitude to all of you. I hope this information was useful and provided you a clear understanding of choosing the right platform for your farm website and utilizing the different unique solutions that these platforms could give you. Yeah, I look forward to doing the live. Have a great night, great day. Thank you. Doing the live webinar with you all in the future, and have a great night, great day. Thank you.